Hey, it's Miss Brandy again. Did you have fun doing December's art kit? Great. Are you ready to see what's in January's box? I know it's going to be so much fun. We're going to love this box, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right. First, we have a bag of cotton balls. Next, we have this brown paper arch-shaped piece of something. I think it's part of a paper tube, like inside of paper towels. Yeah. Then we have this red heart-shaped sticker that says, "I have a dream." Now, we're not going to put it on our hand or our clothes or anything like that this month like we did last month. This is actually going to be a part of your project, so be sure to keep this in a safe spot on the paper, okay? Next, we have this. It looks like a marker or a pen, but it's not. It's actually a glue pen. It's got glue inside of it. Yep. So maybe that'll be a little bit easier this month than the paintbrushes for the glue. Then we also have a paintbrush because we're going to be using paint this month again, but not for the glue. All right. Then we have this white paper cup or bowl. Wonder what we're going to do with that. And then we have this little funny shaped rectangle with circles in it. Do you think it like holds eggs or something? Like an egg holder? Yeah, that would be a close guess. It probably could, but it's actually a paint palette. A paint palette is something that you put different color paints in, and you can mix them or just have all the colors that you need for a project in one little spot. And we're going to use that to mix our white paint and our brown paint. And then we also have one white rectangular piece of paper. And last, and probably my favorite part of this kit, is this cute little toy penguin that you can play with it. You can play with it, but we're actually going to use it to make a fun game out of one of our projects today. Okay, but for now, let's see what it does. Alrighty, are you ready to get started and have some fun making these art kits with me? Great, let's get started. Alrighty, the first project that we're going to make today is going to be an igloo. Do you know what an igloo is? Here's a picture of one. People that live in very cold climates build these houses or shelters from blocks of ice. Isn't that cool? All right, well, let's get started. You're going to need your bag of cotton balls, your paper cup or bowl, the brown arch-shaped piece of paper, the glue pen, and your little penguin friend here. Alrighty, I'm going to set the cotton balls to the side and the penguin to the side. I'm going to get my glue pen and open it up. Now, you can always give it a little squeeze and see if anything comes out on your fingertip to make sure that the little nozzle isn't stopped up. If it is, I'm very sorry. We have some extras if you'd like to come up here to the farm and grab one, or if you have some at home or at school, you can use that too. Okay, so you're gonna take your cup and you're gonna place it with the open side down, all right? This is going to be the top of your igloo. The bottom of the cup is the top of the igloo. And then we're gonna take our brown little arch-shaped piece of paper and we're gonna very carefully squeeze glue onto the very edge of the piece. If you need a grown-up to help you do this, that is fine. We all need a little bit of help sometimes. All right, so now that we've got glue on the tube end, we're going to put that right on our cup, just like that. You see how I'm kind of at the bottom, you know, and just press there for a good second. It's okay if your cup kind of bends in, it'll form back into shape when we're done. So we're just gonna hold that there for a while. It may take a little while, so we're going to speed that process up with my super speed. Let me put this down so I can snap. All right, now that your glue has dried a little bit, I know you've probably had to go take a break and wait for it to dry. That's okay. I'm glad you're back. All right, so next we are going to take our cotton balls and we're going to take one out and we're going to start kind of pulling it apart just a little bit, not too much, just kind of fluffing it out a little bit. Okay, not a lot, just a little bit. Then we're going to take our glue pen and we're going to put a little bit of glue on the cup. And we're going to put our cotton ball on that. Okay, just like that. And we're going to keep doing that until we've covered everything with the cotton balls. Okay, so I'm just going to keep working. And again, I'm going to use my super speed to get this done a little bit quicker for you, but you take your time and work at your own pace. Okay. All right, I've got the top done, and so I'm just going to keep doing that all around the sides, all the way around and across my archway. All right. All right, that was fun. Okay, so let's be sure to put the cap back onto our glue pen so that it doesn't dry out and we can use it for other projects later on. Now you should have something that looks a little bit like this. You see, there's our opening piece. It's got cotton on it, and then everywhere around has cotton on it, and it looks a little bit like an igloo. Good job. All right, and now here's the super duper fun part. Grab your little penguin friend here. Did you come up with a name for it? All right, the game is to get the penguin to race into the opening of the igloo. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, well, I'm going to keep on trying. I hope that you keep on trying too and that you have fun with it. And remember, it might not make it every time, but that's okay. Alrighty, let's move on to our next project. Okay, so for this project, you're going to need the rest of what was in your kit, which is the paper, your sticker, your paintbrush, your brown and white paint, and your paint palette. Okay, so we're going to take our sticker and set it aside, and our paint, give it a little bit of a shake, 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 shake. Now, this project is going to be for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Martin Luther King Jr. was a wonderful man that had a thought that one day the world, everybody in it, could live in peace and love and harmony, and that everybody was treated fairly, because isn't that what's so wonderful, is when everybody's treated fairly? Yeah. Okay, and his name was Martin Luther King Jr. This is him right here. Okay, and a grown-up in your life can tell you a little bit more about him, but we're going to go ahead and get started on our project. Okay, so in our paint palette, we are going to take our brown paint and put it in one of the little circles. Just a little bit, okay? Not too much, just a little bit, if you can see that. And then we're going to take some white and we're going to put that right next to it. Fun. Then we're going to take our brown paint again, and this time just less than what you put in the first one. You don't need a lot, just a tiny bit. And then take your white again and put about the same amount in with the brown, okay? Trust me. So we've got brown and white, a good bit of it in there. And then in this one, right next to it, you're gonna put a good bit of white and a little bitty bit of brown. I'm talking about like 1, 2 drops. And if you need a grown-up to help you do this, that's fine. Then we're going to take a little bit more brown over here, a little bit in there, and a little bit more of white, and just have fun coming up with different amounts of brown and white paint to put in these. They're going to make different shades of brown, so different colors of brown. It's going to be a lot of fun. What it's going to look like is, you know how different people have different color skin? Well, we're going to attempt to make the colors of people's skin. So people that have really dark skin and really light skin, and then all the other colors in between. Okay, so now that you've got your paint out, you're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to start mixing your paint together. Really, really good until it's all the same. It might help to start with the one that has the most white in it first. All right, mix them all up. Mix, mix, mix. Kind of reminds me of chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. Okay, now if some of them look a lot like the other, that's fine. All you have to do is add a little bit more brown or a little bit more white until you've got lots of different colors, okay? So I'm going to add just a tiny bit of brown to this one because it's looking a lot like the one next to it. So just a little bit more brown, you see? Just a little bit. And then these two look a lot alike too, but I want this one to be a lighter brown. So I'm going to add some more white. White lightens it up. Okay. We're going to keep mixing those two until I get the right color browns that I want. Whatever you like will work just fine for this project. Nobody's colors have to be exactly alike. That's kind of the point of the project, is to show that there's so many beautiful variations and differences in the way that we all look. And that's what makes you unique and special, but everybody deserves love and fairness. Okay, so now that I have all of my different colors of brown and some white that doesn't have any brown in it, we are going to take our hand, and what we're gonna do is take some brown. Here, I'm gonna mix this up so that way I don't have any of this other color paint on my hand. Okay, that's better. All right, so what we're gonna do is take your paintbrush in your hand, and a lot like how we did with the Christmas wreath last month, we're gonna paint our hand brown, just on the inside, just like that. Very good, that tickles. It's cold, but it's a lot of fun, isn't it? I love doing these hand projects. Just really working with your hands is a whole lot of fun. All right, now that we have our hand covered in the brown paint, we'll set that aside, their paintbrush. We'll take our piece of paper and we're just going to place it gently on the piece of paper anywhere you like it. It doesn't really matter where you put it on there. So I'm just gonna put mine just like that. It's a little bit off of the paper, and that's okay. Now, this is gonna take a little while because what you need to do now is wash this off your hands or have a wet wipe and wipe it off. And that way we can do our next color, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so before we start the next color, you might want to take a napkin and wipe some of that paint off of your paintbrush, so it's kind of clean. All right, next we're going to take another color that we made, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to paint our hand again. This is a good time for my super speed, wouldn't it be? Okay. All right, I've got my hand painted again. So we're gonna do the same thing, just like we did with the first color, and we're going to place it on there, just like that. All right, wash your hand again. All right, don't forget to wipe that brush. Whoop. All right, now move along to another color. Okay, got my next color on, and we're gonna do the same thing. Wash your hands. Don't forget to wipe that brush. Do your next color. Okay, time to put this handprint down. I'm just gonna keep turning and placing my hand in different areas. I'll wipe that off the table real quick. And I'm gonna do one more of these just for fun. Very good. Wash your hands and wipe your brush. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna take the white now. Hopefully this will show up on this paper pretty good. All right, I've got the white on there. And so I'm gonna just, how do I wanna do this? I'm gonna go, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna go like this. Awesome. You can't really see it on the camera very well, but you should be able to see it on your piece of paper. All right, wash your hands again and wipe your brush. Now this will probably be the last one that I do, but you go ahead and you put as many handprints on this piece of paper that you want. It's your art. You do it how you want to do it, and you can go in any direction that you want. That's part of the fun. So I'm just going to get my last one done here. All right, last one. So I think that I'm going to do this. Awesome. I like it. So now what you have should be what looks like a bunch of different people's hands coming together. All right. And we're going to let this dry for a while. And when that's dry, we're going to put our sticker that says, I have a dream on it. All right. See you back when it's dry. All right. Now that our paint has dried, we are going to take our sticker, and this is where you get to take it off and place it anywhere you like on your paper. There we go. I think I'm going to put mine right in the middle. But you can put it off to the side, top, bottom, however you want to do it. And there we go. We've got a nice piece of art to celebrate the life of Martin Luther King Jr. and all of the good things that he wanted for this world, for you and for me. I hope you've had a lot of fun making these projects with me, and I'll see you in February for a whole lot more fun. All right, bye-bye.